Forgot the mic. Forgot the mic. It's okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing? Hope you guys had a fantastic day yesterday. Hope you're starting this morning fresh and ready to make some money. It's definitely going to be an interesting day. So, all right. So, market should be starting in 35 minutes. So, without further ado, let's start by going through the earnings. We all know it's earnings season. Earnings season is upon us. So, let's see how the earnings are doing. We didn't have anything super major today, right? So, also, by the way, guys, let me know please if you're okay with this, if you can see this clearly, because this way we can see all time frames at the same time. This is how I prefer to trade, and I think it's much more, you know, easier to navigate. So let me know if this works for you. Let's just go quickly in the Discord here. Let everyone know we went live. Everyone, we are live. Send. And all right, we're back. All right. So what earnings did we have this morning, right? So we had Deutsche, right? So Deutsche Bank, it was a little bit trailing, one of the last banks to do earnings. So let's quickly jump to our financials and see what they did here today. There you go, Deutsche. And Deutsche is down just a little bit. The earnings were kind of mixed, I think. I can't find much information about it. The numbers are not showing up here on TradingView. I was looking on Twitter, for the majority of the morning, and again, I'm not seeing anything per se here. There were earnings. There was an early call by the CEO. I know that happened, but I'm not seeing any numbers. Maybe they report right before the opening. I'm not sure. But there it is. Bank CEO momentum to continue in 2023. Seems that they're very bullish. They raised their guidance, so that could be something. Who else do we have here today? We had BA Boeing, right? So Boeing had earnings, pretty disastrous earnings actually, if you ask me. Huge EPS missed by $6 whole. It's just nuts, right? It is crazy when you see someone miss EPS by $6 whole. This is just like a crazy number here. Hold on, let me see if it will show us here. They should have the numbers. Look at this. It's a miss by 4,700%, right? EPS missed by 4,700%. Just crazy miss, and revenues were pretty bad too. But from what I've seen, from what I understand, I'm not really following Boeing. You guys know I'm not big on aerospace or airlines. But the idea here is basically one of their major defense contracts fell through, and this was already priced in coming into these earnings, so people were not very shocked. Good morning, Angelique. How's it going? Guys, since you're showing up here, please let me know if you can see these charts clearly. Again, this is my preferred method of trading. I prefer looking at four different time frames at the same time: the 1 day, the 1 hour, the 1 minute, and the 5 minute. Gives us a more complete overview. I just want to know if you guys can see this clearly. Good morning, Omega, and thank you for letting me know. Thank you, sir. All right, so we've covered Boeing and we've covered Deutsche Bank. I think we had also one consumer non-durable today, Kraft Heinz. So that should be under our consumer non-durables. Let's see where it is. There you go, consumer non-durables. Yep, there it is. Yeah, Kraft Heinz beat. I think they beat both EPS and both EPS and earnings. A very nice beat actually. It's not like I don't think people will cut on ketchup and like cheese and all that stuff, because times are tough. We're not at that point yet. So far, again, earnings are not like, with the exception of Boeing, I would say, which is something that did not have to do much with the economy as much as with Boeing, the company itself. But so far, we're not seeing, again, still the huge destruction that Burry or, everyone on Twitter was talking about. And this is not good because, again, this this kind of freaks the feds out, right? Whatever they're doing is not working. The 275 points we got so far, they're not really killing demand here. It's not really working the way they want. Quarter over quarter, though, everything is going down. This is why, for example, Microsoft fell yesterday. Now, Microsoft fell mostly because of guidance. It was a slight beat, but they reduced their guidance dramatically. So that was not looked on favorably. And of course, at one point they were down -7%. They again here, they're down 7% again, right? So not really a good look. Now, if you look here, the EPS and the revenue, again, like I said, slight beats, but guidance was pretty bad. So as far as the like the Fed is concerned, they are having some sort of effect quarter over quarter for the majority of companies is going down. So it's not like it's not doing anything at all, but this signals to the Fed that whatever they're doing is not enough. Now, I said this in the Discord, but I'm going to repeat it again. 2nd of November, FMOC meeting, we could raise by 500 points, right? But as long as the Fed says we're pivoting, this is the market will run. Now, of course, this is a very exaggerated example. Of course, if we get 100 points, it opens up a whole other can of worms. It is highly unlikely. The Fed usually gives us what we price in, and we have a 90% chance so far of 75 points. So we're very likely to get 75 points. The thing is, Asian markets, European markets all rallied this morning because, again, expectations are dovish. People are expecting the Fed to start talking about the pivot. They did give us a hint that they're considering the pivot. Now, here's the issue. If they don't come out on the 2nd of November and flat out say that, yes, we are actively right now considering a pivot, we'll let you guys know soon, the market will tank immediately. It will be a very, very big drop. We're going to lose. You see all this? This is the 1-day chart. All this run up, this is all gone, right? Everything that we had, all this big run up that we had in the past few days, that's over with. That's gone, right? We're going to make new lows, right? So the point, the high rate does not matter. We're very unlikely to get 50. We're very unlikely to get 100. 99% is gonna be. Actually, 90%. We do have a percentage. 90% is gonna be 75 points. So everyone at this point is just looking to hear the magical words, right? Whether the Fed is, actively, genuinely considering the pivot, the slowdown or not, right? So we're looking for them to say, hey, 75, 50, 25, something like that, right? This is excellent. This is what we want to hear. Even if it doesn't happen, even if we get 75, but they say, okay, we're definitely doing 25 points by the end of the year. We're going to stop maybe at the beginning of 2023. This is all good. We see them start saying, you know what, this is not going to work. Nothing is going to happen. Whatever we've been doing is still not working the way we want it to work. And it's not just going to be 75 points. Now, we're not sure when we're going to pivot. You hear these words, you jump into puts, the market is just gonna, absolutely just U-turn and start falling down again. So this is still, a little bit ahead in the future. 2nd of November is Wednesday. Next Monday, that's a week from now. So we don't have to worry about that for the moment. The next thing we have to worry about, and what we should be preparing for starting now, I think, is, of course, Apple. Apple reports tomorrow. This is, this is pretty big deal. We all know how important Apple is to the market. The biggest allocation of shares in the SPY ETF is Apple, right? So this is very, very, very important. We also have Amazon, again, another important company reporting. As a matter of fact, tomorrow we have a metric shit ton of companies reporting. So before the opening, we have McDonald's, we have Caterpillar, MasterCard, and Merck, right? So we have here an assortment, and Shopify. So we have here an assortment of different industries, which is something to definitely keep an eye on. So we have restaurants reporting here. Caterpillar is industrial. That's going to be important. MasterCard, we already had Visa report and Beat. So again, this is a good look. I'm surprised, again, like I said in Discord, I'm very, very surprised that Amazon is down that much. I get why people would freak, but it was down at some point 4%. I don't know how much it's still down now. Yeah, 3.5. It just does not make any sense to me. Microsoft, Google, both of them had their um, the cloud services businesses, they both beat expectations. Again, quarter over quarter, they decreased, sure, but still better than expected. So, I Visa, again with the retail side of Amazon, you have Visa, UPS, all these guys beat. So it shows the trend. A lot of transactions are still going on. People are buying stuff online. People are having stuff delivered. So, big question mark for me here. Why? This, like, either we're getting a fantastic once in a lifetime opportunity to buy Amazon here before a huge run up, or someone knows something we don't. So this definitely warrants some looking into. But that being said, we will come back to Amazon again because this might be a big play here. I think worst case scenario, I'll take a very, very small call position on Amazon for tomorrow. It's extremely risky, guys. Again, most companies who even beat are lowering guidance. So we can see the same thing for Amazon. We can see them beat like Microsoft, but reduce guidance and kill the run anyway. That's a possibility. So we're gonna have to consider all the possibilities when it comes time to buy it. But for now, let's go back here and see transportation. We have Merck again. That's gonna be super important, and of course Shopify is gonna be very important. It's gonna give us also a little hint on what's going on with Amazon. I wouldn't consider, again, Shopify is to Amazon what Snapchat is to Google, right? So I would not really put a lot of I wouldn't consider it that much, but it will give us a nice little hint on what's going on with Amazon. Obviously, of course, after the close we have some super important earnings. We have here Amazon, we have here Apple, we have Intel. That's going to be very important for you guys who are holding AMD with me. It's going to give us a very important insight into it. And of course, we have Pinterest. Pinterest usually makes very big moves. Options pricing in an 18.2 move on earnings. Yeah, Pinterest makes some crazy moves, so we might also be looking into that. After that, things do slow down a little bit here. So we have energy on a Friday, oil companies Exxon and Chevron on the 28th, and of course, the 1st of November. A lot of people are discounting these, but guys, please understand the second most important or the second highest weighting in the SPY is healthcare. So it's not finance, it's tech, number one, number two is healthcare, then it's finance, right? So Eli Lilly reporting, Pfizer reporting, later on we have also Moderna at some point, yeah, on the third. So these are still going to be very important. These are going to really affect the SPY and the market. So we're not out of the woods yet. Even after Apple and Amazon report, we're gonna want to keep an eye on these healthcare stocks, and how well they do. And then of course we have my baby AMD. Hopefully, it's the big loss is already priced in, and we're not down anymore. And then of course we have Nvidia way later on. It's I think the 16s or something like that. After that, after I would say after the 1st of November, things are gonna quiet down a lot. After the 1st of November, we're looking at CPI on the 13th, I believe, FMOC on the 2nd. So earnings are behind us. Once we get past the first, or for a lot of people are saying today, but of course, once we pass, to be 100% safe, once we pass healthcare, yeah, earnings are behind us. We don't have to worry about those anymore, right? So, again, these are our holdings here so far. So, of course, everything is down a little bit. We lost a lot of the money we had. I wouldn't say we lost a lot of the money. We had a lot of scalps, so we're up overall since yesterday morning. We're up around $450, which is nice. Our long-term holdings, though, of course, are going to fluctuate. So we have Netflix here down $100. I'm still keeping it. I'm not worried. Probably even add it if it holds 200 MA. So I'm not super worried about that. AMD likely not going to add anything until the earnings. I want to see how the earnings are, how things go with AMD. So likely not adding anything till then. I am considering adding Tesla. If it pulls back, I expect Tesla might hit 250, 260 soon. So I have, just FYI, I have the absolute worst luck with Tesla. I am very bad when it comes to trading Tesla, but we'll do our best here. We'll try again, and we'll see how it does. Tesla is down not by too much today. one almost 1%, a few dollars here. So that's not too bad. It does seem to have, if you look at the daily chart, it does seem to have based here. So we might be seeing a base and rally. We have, of course, the 50 MA at 267, right? So this is, where it might go. Angelique says inflation is coming down. What I see here in Connecticut, prices falling and everything. Agreed, prices are falling in correlation with gas prices and energy, which has fallen down a little bit. But the Fed is looking for a much bigger fall. They don't. I don't think they expect, of course, everything to go back to where it was before the sickness, but still they would like to see a lot more pain before that. So this is specifically what we'll be looking for. And then she says, but Tesla loves you. Let's do it. I don't think she loves me, Angelique. I think Tessie really hates me. She's not been treating me well whatsoever. If the like if this is love, I don't want Tesla to love me with what's going on. No, it's like this is some hardcore love that I'm not ready for. My baby account is not ready for that. But the problem is that this is a very appealing opportunity. I absolutely love this here. If you guys can see this here, let me just zoom in on this a little bit. Look at this beautiful basing here, beautiful consolidation. We have the earnings behind us. The numbers were good. The numbers were pretty nice. Again, not crazy good. We did miss revenue a little bit. Some things about the batteries were not, as promised. But again, I love this basing here. I love this consolidation. I love the recovery, and I can definitely see it, at least going to the 21 MA, but I think probably more. I think we at least test this level here to 50.98. I'm just going to add, this resistance here. That's a 30-point move, which, like that's around 10% here on Tesla. If we get probably a couple of weeks out calls, they can do really well here. So just something to keep in mind. I will try to look for entries here today and swing this. Again, keep in mind, we do have the earnings tomorrow looming over our heads, FMOC looming over our heads. So ideally, I would like to see the move way before these things. Get in, get out. I don't want to hold for too long. Jay Smooth, good morning, my good friend. How's it going, buddy? Hope everything is going well with you. All right, so these are the things I've been looking at this morning, right? So now that we covered all those, let's have a quick look at the futures and see what the market is doing so far, right? So a quick look here at the daily. Yesterday we hit my target of the 50 MA, so that was very good, right? We made quite a bit of money yesterday scalping these calls on the way up. That was nice. Hit our level, and of course, as expected, pull back because this is the first test, and we know, of course, major levels like to be tested and retested. Another structural point here is, if you guys can see here, this we have finally crossed this. Before yesterday, where we had an equal high here, we crossed that. We made a higher high. So this was our lower high on the way down here. Now we've made a higher low. So the idea is that either we break through this and keep going up a little bit, or we start making a higher low. So this would be our low here. So we want to see it at least holding the 21 MA properly and then bounce off it for a continuation, probably all the way to the 200 MA. That would be the bullish scenario. Of course, if not, we all know the game here. We all know what happens. We're just going to see this fall back and making new lows. So 50 MA, super critical, coinciding, of course, with of course all the beautiful stuff that's happening tomorrow, all the big earnings. So my guess is that if we don't miss horribly tomorrow, like Sandeep said in the Discord, we all know that tech is gonna miss, or lower guidance. It's sort of an eventuality at this point. If you get any beats and no lowering of guidance, that's even gonna push us even higher. But for the moment, we know that things are not gonna be excellent. The idea is that expectations are things are going to be absolutely horrible, right? And so far we have not been seeing that. So we're going to keep an eye on the 50 MA here. We're going to keep an eye on earnings tomorrow. If we can get past the 50 MA and get past the earnings tomorrow with slight misses, we're good. We're good. We're probably gonna get our levels that we're looking for here. Angelique is asking, what's the price target on Tesla? The first price target, I I added it here, but I'm going to show you again. So my first price target on Tesla will be 250.98. Let's call it 251. Actually, sorry, it's 252.7. Yeah, here. So on the daily, you see this point here. First test, second test, third test, fourth test, fifth test, sixth test, breakthrough, and then, a gap down under it here when we got the first bad delivery number news, and it just went down. So my expectations, of course, is this is obviously a very strong resistance point here. So this will be my first take profit target. Or I would completely cut it. I don't know. It depends on how the market is doing by that point. But if anyone is going to get into Tesla, exercise patience, right? We might be having a down day today, a little bit of a pullback, just the market take a breather. Don't forget, guys, we have been running for 2 weeks straight almost, right? So the market is going to need to have a breathe. A pullback right now is healthy, if anything, right? Look at this. Look at the daily. We have been running since the 14th, right? That's almost 2 weeks. So, pullback, healthy, expected. You see here this first run up, and then we see a pullback, and then what do we get? It held at 21 MA and ran up for 3 continuous days, right? So pullback right now, nothing bad as long as we're not breaking this level here. As long as we're not breaking 367. 3,670 on the futures, and I'm going to give you the equivalent levels, of course, on SPY. As long as we're not breaking down on the futures, we're a-okay. We're looking for the 21 MA to hold, make a lower high, a higher low, and bounce back up and run. Angelique is saying VIX is down. We're going to look at that in a minute, and please let us know the entry price. Of course, I always do. Don't worry about it. It will be, we're going to do this probably live here. If not, of course, it will be alerted in Discord the second I take it. Let's have a look at VIX here. VIX down actually 0.2%. And we all know, VIX divergence is scary. It's not something to look forward to. All right. So again, you'd expect on a day like this, futures almost down 1%. You'd expect to see the VIX up a couple of points at least, but we're obviously not seeing that. We have our level here from yesterday, right? It's not showing here on chart for some reason, so we're going to put it again. And again, this is why I love this view here. So we have this here, if you can see here on the hourly chart. Look at this. It's been tested once and twice. It's been tested as resistance before here, a couple of times. Oops. Here, let me just remove these extra unnecessary lines. Okay. So we see it here being tested a few times. Here once, twice, and thrice, right, as resistance, and until it finally broke through. It was tested a few times as support as well. Definitely a major line here. The 28 point, it's not 5.6, it's 5. It's, yeah, TradingView doesn't really make it easy to put charts on the 1 hour. Look at the daily, same scenario, maybe even clearer actually on daily, right? If you look at the daily chart here, you can see obviously very major level, right? So we can see here that we're almost about to hit the 50 MA on the daily. Of course, very, very important level. So we might see, VIX falling down a little bit, market running, and then, a bounce off this 50 MA, which probably will pull the market down with it. Very possible. And of course, 200 MA, extremely major level. So something to keep in mind here. On the other hand, of course, we had 200 MA here on the 5-minute chart, almost at 29. So another important level to keep an eye on. Today is really shaping up to be an interesting day. We don't have anything major other than Meta. I'm definitely not playing Meta. I don't care about Meta. I don't see how it doesn't miss. The problem is that it's beaten down way too much. I don't know how lower it can get. Like, just look at this. Like, whatever it gained yesterday, it just completely lost, like, very quickly. And it's just like, if you look here at the daily, I don't know, a picture speaks 1,000 words. Look at this. It's just absolutely going down. Like, I don't know where it goes from here, to be honest with you guys. It keeps failing to break through the 200 MA on the hourly. The fifth, it looks like we might lose the 50 MA as well today. I don't know where it goes from here. I'm not gonna lie. But again, it's meta. It might surprise us, right? And I don't mean surprises by a win. It might surprise us by making an even lower low, right? Again, we can't. We're gonna look at the ad numbers from Google, and if they're good, because I actually don't know that, let's have a quick look at that now. Actually, the market opens in a minute, so we're gonna try to be super quick here. I don't think much is going to happen in the open, but still, let's just very quickly look here. We're looking for someone who is talking about blah blah blah. Posted quarterly. All right, Yahoo Finance. Yeah, sure. Let's have a look. All right, so okay, rallied Nasdaq. Blah blah blah. Who cares? Alphabet, meanwhile, posted results that missed analyst revenue expectations. YouTube recorded its first decline in the digital since the company began reporting the video. What did I tell you guys yesterday? Like I was speaking to previously to some very big YouTubers, and they all said the same thing. They said all like, we're seeing our ad revenues decreasing. We're not getting ad revenues like we were before. So they have a link here for the results. So okay, so this we actually got what we need. Let's go back here to our charts. Looks like the market is dropping quite a bit here at the open. We're gonna quickly jump to SPY here. And while we look at SPY, if it just keeps being boring, we're gonna discuss Google a little bit for a possible meta play here. So we know, all right, I'm gonna expand this a little bit here just so we can have a clearer view, and then we can always jump back to it. All right, so let's go to 5 minutes here. There you go. Okay. So, okay. So at the opening right now is showing us, okay, this is very stacked. Again, this is not what you want to be seeing. You have on top of you the 50 MA, the 21 MA, and right under you the 200 MA. They're all clustered here. Recipe for chop or recipe for a very big explosive move. So as always, guys, we look for 4 levels right at the open. So first 2 levels would be pre-morning high, which would be right here. I mean, I know it's supposed to be right here, but it will be here. 383.2, break that and its calls, and then the second level we'll be looking at here is the pre-morning low, 381. That's a very big range. And of course, the second 2 levels will be yesterday's high at 385.16 and yesterday's low, which will be at 378.6. This is a very wide range. These are a lot of levels for SPY, and when you get the deck stacked like that, the market stacked like that, the MAs, your resistance and support stacked like that, a recipe for a very, very choppy day. What I am personally hoping for is sort of a pullback a little bit. I would like to be loading on some, like I said, like Netflix. Want to average down a little bit. I want to average down. Might possibly get even on some Tesla. So I'm just gonna wait it out a little bit here. I want to see what the market does at the open. It blasted through the 21 MA and the 50 MA here, so looking bullish so far. That's a very big green candle right there. Let's keep an eye here. This is today's volume. This was the volume at the open yesterday. So we're gonna compare this just to find out, if this is above average volume or not. So that will be the level here. So far so good. Very nice big bullish candle. The SPY made up a lot of its, I would say like a quarter of its losses just on this candle alone. Next level we're looking at here for the SPY is 383.2, right? This is the sort of pre-market high. This is the level I would be looking at here. I'm just gonna place our line resistance here, resistance line right here. So this is pretty damn interesting, very, very interesting. Angelique says, call Tesla 50%. That's how you want to start the morning. Congratulations, Angelique. Well done. This is how you want to start the morning, quick wins, quick, nice, small wins, very nimble, very quick. While SPY does its thing, let's look quickly here. AMD, not so hot, going opposite actually of what you'd like. Looks like we're going back into this disgusting box. We're gonna have to find a name for disgusting box. I'm gonna call this the box of dread, the channel of death, right? The channel of death here. So we're back to the stupid channel of death. This is I was hoping, we'd see a big run up and we'll just keep going. Looks like it's not in the cards for now. And if this continues, this could be a short opportunity. As a matter of fact, I know I'm gonna keep my calls, obviously, but not what you want to be seeing. AMD down 3%, Nvidia almost down 4%. Not a very good look. Tesla kind of actually doing well. Tesla Tesla pulling up. Look at this. Tesla held the support here at 219.5, which is good, and making a big candle. The support was right at 200 MA. Definitely a good sign. You want to see the 200 MA hold, right? So the next level of resistance for Tesla would be right here at this level. Very clear resistance at 224. Which was coincidentally the high of yesterday. So another level to keep an eye on. Apple not doing well whatsoever. Now, if you guys are in the Discord, I'm gonna try to find the tweet here that I gave you guys in the morning. Let's see here. Very cool, Gordon Angelique. Very cool. Because this is important to the earnings today. There you go. Okay, so apparently there was $1 billion worth of selling, actually below the bid, which is not a good sign, right? This is a big institution who can't wait to get rid of their position, that they're selling it below the price that they can actually get, right? This means they're trying to get rid of it very quickly. It is possible, just to be very clear, it is possible that this selling could be because they're worried about the drop that Apple will have today because of Google and all that stuff. But realistically speaking, I don't think so. Realistically speaking, people who hold this type of size, they hold for long terms. They're not going to be worried about one day's action. So this is something to keep in mind here, and not looking very good for Apple. We already know that they slashed. If you guys didn't hear the news, they slashed or halted, I think, iPhone 14 production, and they said because of demand. They're not seeing enough demand, so they just stopped the whole thing. Spotify missed. I didn't expect it to miss, but it missed. Microsoft, of course, down almost 8%. This is, by the way, because of the, again, we're gonna see a pull down with all these earnings, and then we're gonna see a flush or a bounce, right? In this case, so I don't. This might be a good quick scalp here. I'm just gonna keep an eye on SPY for the moment. So it seems, yeah, it had its big candle, but still did not test the PM high. Angelique saying VIX is sliding. Let's have, wow. Okay, this is very interesting, guys. VIX down 1% on a day where we got stocks just like absolutely crazy dying, right? So Netflix doing okay, AMD not so much. I am very tempted to take an SPX call here. I feel we get a bounce, once all these, the open everyone is selling, and then you get a bounce. It's small position, just a small position. Let's see. Let's have a look at the options chain, SPX. By the way, this is like super risky. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna take a very, 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 very small position here. Next day, thank you. We can see this. We can see all of this gone. By the way, this can slide down. This can fall. Be very careful here, right? So calls. I don't want to be putting a lot of money. $300 stops. 393. Of course, I don't think we're gonna get that. I'm just again, because of the size of my account, this is a risky play, so I want to size appropriately. So we got a fill here. SPX 3935. Again, this is a very, 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 very risky play. Be careful, guys. Let's see here. What did you get? 395, 3,935 SPX expires tomorrow. Scalp play. I am going to be very careful about this play. It is super okay. Wow, VIX broke down to 28. We look at this, guys. Look at how the VIX is sliding. By the way, the VIX might rebound quickly and just, push the market down a little bit here. But this is ridiculously interesting. I am very confused as how the VIX is down almost 2% on a day like this, right? So it is possible that people are expecting things to rebound quickly. AMD making a recovery here from 3.5% to almost 2%. Look at that. That's a very nice big spike up. So that's nice. Tesla looks like I kind of missed it a little bit. Did I? Ah, shit, I did. Oh well. If it pulls back, I'll get in. No biggie. Apple not looking so hot. Amazon definitely not looking so hot. Microsoft still not recovering, still down almost 8%. Spotify recovering a little bit. Uh, let's see, Netflix here. Netflix making its way back up 1.5% today. Look at this. Look at this beautiful chart here. Netflix just like absolutely killing it, right? What else here? So healthcare sector actually doing nice. Doing this is looking good. Finance sector looking also nice. Probably off the Visa beat. Mastercard is gonna announce soon as well. So I think tomorrow or today, I don't remember, but it's looking good here. So outside tech looks like everything is running. So outside tech, aerospace here. Sorry about that. Running, airlines doing okay, real estate doing okay. Hell, even Chinese stocks are doing okay. Restaurants doing fine. Energy is up, which is not good. We don't want to see that. Transportation kind of okay. Industrials doing pretty well. WM Waste Management, I think they had their earnings. It says beat. I'm guessing their guidance was bad. But this is an important company, but it's not really affecting the sector so much. So we want to see that. Crypto doing exceptionally well for the past couple of days. So let's go back here to our SPY and make sure that everything is on the up and up. Looks like it pulled back here a little bit. Yep, did pull back. Uh, to be expected. I think the VIX is gonna just like it needs to rebound. The RSI is super oversold here. It's gonna rebound a little bit. That's fine by me. That's okay. I'm not super worried yet. I'd be worried if we lose the 200 MA on the SPY. That's definitely that won't be a good look here. And of course, this is the first test of the PM high. So of course, like we pulled the trigger a little bit early here on the SPX call. So of course we should have waited for this rebound back and then, get in. But it is okay. Uh, VIX bouncing back a little bit as expected. Still super surprised. Even at 28, this is pretty damn low for the market conditions we're in. Yeah, like tech really down. Semiconductors not doing super awesome. Enphase, of course, beat earnings, right? And it's doing exceptionally well since then, right? So we have here Enphase up almost 7%. I think at one point it was up like 8% or 9%, right? So Enphase doing extremely well. Probably I'm surprised that the sector is not doing so well, considering. So Enphase, for you guys who don't know, they do solar panels, like the microchips and the semiconductor stuff and solar panels and stuff like that. Very big company. So let's go back here and see Tesla. So I don't want to repeat the same mistake that I did with SPY. With Tesla, I'm just gonna wait it out here a little bit, see if we can get a pullback, preferably to the 24 224 level here, ideally, so I can jump in for probably a couple of weeks out call. Apple just absolutely losing its shit. It's probably pulling the whole market down with it. That's the problem, right? You're seeing a little bit of recovery here in Amazon, not so much on Microsoft, but Apple just like absolutely dying. And this is the last thing you want to see, right? With Apple falling like this, it can and probably will pull down the whole market right down with it. Apple is very big part of Q, very big part of SPY. Look at this. Now Netflix is starting to lose steam a little bit. You will see everything start to lose steam with Apple. Not a particularly good sign. Tesla is down a little bit. AMD kind of recovering here, so that's always nice. SPY lost a decent bit here. There you go. Yeah, like I said, you do not want to see Apple at this in this way, right? Like Apple going down is no good for anyone. So let's see here. VIX surprisingly still going down. I at this point have no clue what the hell is going on with the market. I don't understand. The market keeps going down and VIX keeps going down with it. VIX is the measure of volatility, but specifically, it's a measure of SPY puts inflow and outflow. So this is just people getting out of SPY puts or not buying SPY puts. Look at the measure of the volatility index, right? VVIX down 5%. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? I am just, this is crazy. QQQ down 2%, SPY down 0.8%, right? And VIX is down 2%. This is crazy. Something is going to have to give here. This is, you can't have both at the same time. Something is definitely going to give here. We hopefully we're on the right end, of that equation. M phase just like absolutely beasting here, up 8%, just going nuts. Tesla, I'm gonna keep an eye on Tesla. Probably the only thing keeping the market up now is Tesla, right? With this crazy run it has here. Again, it's probably the reason why Tesla is going up is, earnings are behind us. Earnings were not so bad. They weren't fantastic, but they weren't so bad. And it's safe now to get into Tesla, right? Once a stock had less earnings behind it, like it's a bit more safer to get into it, right? So Apple's still going down. Looks like it just like Apple is choosing death today. Uh, Again, looks like a lot of people are just like expecting, the earnings to be bad. Apple earnings tomorrow. Uh, if we see a run up on Apple, and hopefully we do, I might get into some Apple puts. Again, small size. So we'll see. AMD above 60, that's always nice outside the stupid channel of death here. So that's pretty good. VIX, how's VIX doing? VIX recovering some here. That's good. We want to see VIX not break this level here, the 28.2. We want to see it go up, just like catch its breath and then go back down sharply. Hopefully, pulling the SPY right up with it. So we'll see. SPY here holding 200 MA is a good sign. So let's see, if it's possible, if it can go and retest, again, the PM highs or not. Keep in mind that right below the 200 MA is the pre-market lows. So hopefully we don't lose that level. It's all right. So VVIX just turned green. Not a good sign. Or maybe I think mine was delayed because I don't think it jumped 5% in one second. Yeah, probably mine was not delayed. Okay, this makes a little bit more sense. VVIX is up almost 0.5%. That means there are inflows in the VIX, right? So we might see the VIX start going up right now, which would make a lot more sense. So just keep your stops tight and just keep an eye on everything here because we might see VIX just blow up. Which would not be super cool if you're in calls. AMD still holding, Nvidia still holding a little bit. Tesla just fucking nuts. Look at this. Tesla not even giving us an opportunity to get in. But with an RSI like this, it'll probably go down soon. But Tesla just absolutely crazy. Apple not choosing death anymore, just recovering a little bit. This is good because this is not a bear flag so far. But I would like to see Apple reclaiming any kind of MA here. 21, 50, 200, any of them would be cool. This is not a good look for Apple or the market at all. Microsoft here, 7-ish%, gain back 1%, that's fine. Amazon going down, not too cool. Spotify, not really going to affect the market that much. Netflix also beasting here. That's very cool. Would love to see it taken out yesterday's high at 297. Would really like to see Netflix very soon get in the 300 area. We get in the 300 area this week. This very, 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 very beautifully sets us up for next week, right, to fill the gap. Would love to see 300 this week. Not gonna be too hard if it maintains the momentum. Lots of inflows, lots of volume coming in into Netflix. That's always very good. Hayden's has BAC with a nice breakout. Ooh, nice. Finance picking up. All right, let's see Bank of America. Oh, that's nice. That's definitely a very nice open. Yeah, excellent. And it's pulling up all the banks up with them. Look at this. This is beautiful, right? We need all the help we can get to push the SPY here today. So finance, third biggest sector, right? So you want to see that pushing everything up here, right? So consumer durables, not so hot, right? Not so bad, not so hot. A lot of people were freaking out because Kanye left Nike, as if that's going to matter. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but like this is the market cap for Nike, right? 150 billion almost, right? Kanye had like a deal with them to do a few brands occasionally, right? He had the Yeezys and all that stuff, and the commercials and all that shit. Yeah, that's like a drop in the bucket for Nike. Like Kanye has no power. This is like as much as like Kanye saying, oh, was Adidas with Nike? Then why are people talking about it? Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I saw someone talking about it today. All right, my bad. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Mm, aerospace kind of doing okay, not so hot, not going up as much as you expect it to be. But again, given the horrific miss we had here on Boeing, uh, this is very good. For 4,000% miss, and it's still going up this much. That's nice. Baba actually kind of made back some of its losses. Baba is sitting on top, like getting very close to a gap fill here. If it can break this level at almost 67, which is very close at, we can see a gap fill here. So this is very good. This is why when we were here, I was telling you guys, it is not a good idea to short Baba now. Risk to reward was very bad. So if you got in here in this area, you're probably covering your shorts here, and this is even pushing it even more. A very important level to keep an eye on here, 67. Once we start, once we go above and start filling, more likely than not, we're going to fill the whole gap very, very quickly, a day or two tops. So that's always nice. Let's go back here to SPY. Tesla. Tesla still not giving us an entry. Tesla just absolutely beasting. Yeah, it doesn't care about us. It doesn't want it doesn't care if we get it or not. It's doing its thing here. All right, good for you, Tesla. And of course, good for anyone who's in Tesla right now. Congratulations. All right, let's see here. SPY is just chopping, right? Which is not too good, of course, for our call. Look at this. It's down almost $100 on a $300 call. Not the best position to be in right now. But our other plays are doing fine, which is going to help us hold on this a little bit here. Again, not too worried until we lose 200 MA. So I'm just going to keep it till then. Let it do its thing. Hopefully we get a nice move soon. VIX, damn. VIX just keeps going down 2.6%. This is absolutely crazy. Has anyone seen something like this before? This is just nuts. What are we missing here? It's just an absolute outflow of SPY puts, right? People closing SPY puts. That's just crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Hopefully, we get the matching move. We've been there before. We've seen what happens with the versions like this. Hopefully, we get the matching move with SPY. Big run up, institutions buying. Very, very, very possible. Very possible. It definitely could be institutions buying and even closing their hedges. Again, could be another possibility. I don't see it, with Apple and Amazon reporting tomorrow. But I guess like they already know the name of the game, probably, right? So I guess like at this point, it's very clear that things that slightly miss or don't miss too horribly, they kind of do okay, right? So it does seem that this is the theme of the market for the past few days. Probably taking profits and just moving on. I'm gonna keep an eye on Tesla here if I can get an entry. That'd be nice. Let's have a quick look at the higher time frame here. Okay, 1 hour. Wow. Okay, look at this, guys. This here, these peaks, peaked here once, twice, right around this level. 230. So 230 looks like the major point here. I'm not really seeing so much resistance. Look at this. Like there's some resistance here, but definitely not strong resistance. All the way from 230 to 252. If we're bullish, okay, this is gonna be way out there. But if the market turns bullish, SPY starts turning bullish, we might see this thing get filled like by tomorrow, maybe, if we're lucky. And of course, Apple doesn't like absolutely shit the bed. But this is interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. All right. Uh, how is Netflix doing? Pulling back a little bit. That's fine. How is AMD doing? Okay, 1.3%. That's definitely better. We were down 3% at one point. That's definitely, definitely better. I want to see Tesla at a higher time frame than 1 hour. I want to see it the 1 day. Let's see if there's any MAs on our way or something like that. There we go. Okay, so this is gonna be super, super, super important. We have the 21 MA at 230, also coincidentally, again, a major level, right? So we have here equal highs, right? Instead of like just lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We based here, we're going for equal highs. We'll break through the 21 MA and we can see it just running straight up, right? So gonna be very interesting. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna wait this out. I'm gonna wait for it to break the 21 MA, hold, and then I'm gonna buy, right? Because I want to buy like a couple of weeks out. I don't want to buy something just for now. So I'm not gonna rush into this. I'm gonna wait a little bit here, right? Okay, so that's nice. That's nice. That's always good. Let's go back here and see what the SPY is doing. SPY not so hot. SPY just falling down here, testing the 50 MA. I probably want to get another SPY call or something, but I want to see some strength. I expect the VIX is going to bounce back up here just to reset. There you go. So we're getting this move here just for the VIX to reset a little bit. I would love for this area here, 28.2, for it to hold and not break through. So we go back up here, we consolidate a little bit, and then, keep going down some more. That will be my ideal perfect scenario. Whether it will happen or not, we'll see. But till then, again, I'm still not, at the freaking out area. Still hold and see here. AMD gaining some ground. That's nice. Nvidia as well. This is very nice seeing the semiconductor sector recover in phase. Damn, almost 10%. Just absolute beast here. Look at this, guys. Just nuts. Just absolutely crazy, right? Tesla still beasting. Nothing changed here. Apple's still weak. That's not good. Look at this. Apple's still weak. Omega looks like he jumped in Spotify long. Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense. Yeah, some nice basing here. Failure of the bear flag so far. You definitely see some strong support here at this area. Here, right around here. Yeah, I definitely see it, especially if you hold 98.10. Keep an eye on this one, Omega. If it holds this line, you're good. It can be a very nice scalp all the way to the 50 MA slash 21 MA at 91, 2 points. That should be a very nice scalp here. I definitely see the play. So best of luck to you, my good friend. All right, Netflix finally moving up again. That's always nice. Some sort of bull flag here, right? We can say this is sort of a bull flag, kinda. Again, going up here to test yesterday's high. This is gonna be the main point. If it breaks yesterday's high, we see a big run up, and this is what we're hoping for. If not, then we can get stuck in this range. We don't want to see that. Meta actually kind of recovering a little bit here. Look at this, nice. So, but Meta is at the 200 MA, and yeah, it just rejected 200 MA. I would be surprised to see Meta break through the 200 MA without it being an overall very, very bullish day. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Banking sector doing okay so far. Retail losing steam, not too good. This is not so good. Retail starting to lose steam. Durables starting to lose steam a little bit. Again, not too good. Let's see here. Aerospace good. Airlines good. Real estate good. Uh, Restaurants doing okay. Energy still the same. That's good. Industrial doing okay. WM starting to recover a little bit. Not really. That's something. All right. Crypto here still holding. So far choppy, right? Market is still holding its levels. It hasn't decided what it wants to do yet. VIX going down some more. SPY still chopping in this area here. So I'm not really seeing anything here. As a matter of fact, we might have jumped a little bit early on and into this play here. We're now up $130 on the day. Luckily, I took a spy. I had a spy put from late at night yesterday, so that helped. And of course, our Netflix is pretty positive here, and AMD we're up on both positions, so that's good. So that's kind of mitigating the losses a little bit, but that was a very ill-conceived, let's call it that, entry. Not the best of entries. I will be looking to average down here, but I want to see some bullish strength here. Not really looking so well. Looks like we're gonna break through the 200 MA, or what's the VIX doing? Going up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna wait here and see if VIX tests this level here. I want to see a rejection right here. 282.2. We go up here. We hit the mid-range of the VIX here, this yellow line, which is the average, sort of like a VWAP for the VIX. We hit this here, and then we start going the way all the way down again. That would be very nice. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens here. I'm not gonna average down now. That would be way too risky, right? No need to throw good money after bad money. We're still up on the day, right? If we made a mistake, we made a mistake. We're not just gonna, lose our account chasing a mistake. AMD perking up a little bit. Okay, Tesla pulling back a little bit here, finally, right? So this is probably why, the SPY is starting to go down a little bit here, which opens up a probable buying opportunity for us here. So let's see. Order ticket. I'm not going to buy right now, but I just want to see what the options chain is like. No need to rush into it. Again, I want to see it first break, a little bit higher levels here. So, wow. Okay, that's super far. Yeah, I don't know why it opened there. That's just crazy. There we go. Okay, so it's at 226 right now. So we buy a 23 out call option. Let's see here, something reasonable. I'm willing to drop 450 bucks max. So if we say November 18, 250, which is our target, we can get something around 450. That's not bad. Let's see November 11 here. Because I think we get most of the major action before November 11. I don't see any reason why we need to go out that far. For okay, 250 we get 380. For 380, I might be willing to drop something now if we have a nice pullback here. Yeah, that's okay by me. Let's see here. 385. Sure, let's grab some 385 here. Well, we got something here, starter. I will probably add another one to it if it pulls back some more. But yeah, it's pretty cheap, so I'm okay with that. Let's see how we're doing here so far. Look at this SPX just dragging us down. Everything else is green, but the SPX we got into early. I got too excited. So it is what it is. Wow, flying. What's flying? 385. S spy. I hope so. Oh wow, it just did. Oh, what happened there? So it went up and it pulled back. So why is the SPX not moving at all? Stupid SPX. What's wrong with you? It just seems to be shocked by the by the movement. This looks like some short like got squeezed and pushed up. Hopefully it just pushes everything up with it. Let's see here. I don't know. For some reason it's just choosing not to update the profit and loss here. I don't know how much up or down I am, to be honest with you guys. So I can't make a proper informed decision here. Ideally, I think I would average down if we, consolidate above the PM high here. That would be pretty cool. But for now, again, it's not updating. I don't know why. It is what it is. Maybe you can guess from the price action here, 255. So I'm down $60, I guess, now. So that's nice. Uh, Again, would love to have this SPY price action stay above 383.2 first before averaging down. Still not a super safe zone for me. VIX here. Okay, so VIX is starting to consolidate a little bit. Hopefully, this is the beginning of a very big move. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that would be pretty cool here. There we go. We're starting to track a little bit up here. Finally, starting to update. Thank you. Thank you. So might might buy something here. I'm just patience. Just gonna wait for this here. Still unable to break through this. Not the best of signs. Not a bad sign, but not the best of signs. I still want to see a breakthrough this. VIX just keeps dying because VIX, Uh I'm not complaining. It is what it is. But again, when the market is not making sense, that's not a good move. 100% SPX call. What a move. Congratulations, Joey. Well done, my good man. Well done. AMD, what else? AMD is just going right straight up, so showing strength here, starting to treat the upper end of the channel of that here as support. This is what you want to see, right? So that's always nice. Tesla, what's Tesla doing? Looks like it's consolidating. Yeah, it's bull flag forming here, a little bit of consolidation. So that's always nice, right? RSI resetting, catching its breath. No biggie. Apple just still lagging behind. Had a very big move up here, but rejected 21 MA. Now, what you want to be seeing here from Apple, like I said, you want to see a reclaim. You don't want to see this. You don't want to see it started making its way down, probably to the 148 level. That's not going to help us too much. Not a good move here by App. Let's see Netflix. Netflix again, some consolidation under the high of yesterday. Again, would love to see this break. Would love to see Nvidia by some point before Friday getting to the 300 level. That would be absolutely beautiful. Would really set us up for the gap fill next week. In a very very beautiful way. That would be like absolute like technical perfection if it goes this way. So we can only hope. Who knows what's going to happen. So we'll see. Again, SPY still unable to break through this. We had a nice push, but not the push we were looking for. So we're just still gonna keep an eye on this one here. There you go. Come on. You want to break it. You want to go up here and break this one too. Get the 385 like Angelique said. You want to let down Angelique? Like that's not a good look for you. There you go. 37. Okay, starting to perk up a little bit here. I want to just see some consolidation above here. See this peaking and going back down. Not. I don't like that. I want to see some consolidation here, so might maybe average down a little bit, or if not, I'm just gonna just hold it. But again, it'll be a better position for me to hold it here. So hopefully we get a break through this, and hopefully actually the SPY turns green. Just to match the VIX. Like again, VIX down. Look at this. It's about to make a new low of day here. Low of day for VIX just starting to become support. Let's see here. Cesian saying Baba rocketing. Well, there we fucking go, right? I told you guys, like Baba, better risk to reward on in that scenario was, going long, and there you go, right? So if we got in long from here, which is where we discussed it, we'd have made, some very nice money on it. Again, Baba, there is still a play to be had here. Just keep that in mind, guys. This gap right here, all this big gap here, 5 points gap, which is more than what we have gained yesterday, right? So this big gap here, we're about to start filling it unless we get a hard rejection. And again, expect a resistance right about as we are about to fill the gap. But if we see it, like consolidating under it here and then starting to break through, that will be a signal to enter. Just something to keep in mind here. How's everything else doing here? Crypto still strong. As a matter of fact, it went up a little bit actually. So that's always nice. Uh, let's see here. What else? What else? What else? What else? Can you guys hear the background music? I think the background music is not working. There you go. Now it's working. All right. Let's see here. All right. So, yep, Spy is up 101. Nice. Drummers. Yep, there you go. Okay, it's finally working. Okay, so ooh, Netflix. Let's fucking go. Look at this. Broke the high of yesterday. 289. We're very close to that 300 level. By the way, probably gonna be a very psychological level, right? So keep that in mind. All right. So our Spy call is turning green. That's always very nice. Tesla turning green. Netflix, of course, pretty happy here with that. So let's see how it goes. We're up $250 so far in the day. That's always very, very nice. We're going to keep an eye on those levels, of course. It can easily drop back down. It's a very, very explosive move. So it is normal for things to pull back a little bit here. Looks like Apple is trying to, just follow up and with its brothers. So it is, this point is some sort of resistance here. If you keep an eye on it, look at this here. 1, 2, 3, 4 times tested. This is some sort of resistance. Hopefully turns into support, right? So even if Apple doesn't go up today, if it at least holds this while everyone else goes up, that would be very, very nice. That would be very, very helpful, right? So we just don't want Apple to be dragging the market down with us. We want Apple to do a Tesla and just keep going up like this, right? Good Tesla, finally good Tesla. So AMD again losing back some of its steam. That's quite a big of a drop here. Rejecting 200 MA, not super nice. Let's see here. VIX, what's VIX doing? VIX is still trying to make a way down here. Looks like it's consolidating here. I like this consolidation here. You can see here some sort of, there you go, some sort of bear flag here a little bit, if you will, right? So hopefully, keeps going down some more, helps us push the SPY up a little bit. Angie says, love Tessie. I'm trying to love Tessie, personally, like I am really trying to love Tessie, but let's hope Tessie loves me back because, again, it has not been treating me, in the best of ways. Usually, whatever money I make on Tesla, even if I close green on Tesla, it finds a way to take it back from me. So, if I do close green on this one this time, I'm not gonna trade Tesla for a while. Just give it a breather. Okay, so we're seeing a little bit of a pullback here, and this is fine. Again, like I said, we want to see consolidation above this level here. We're gonna see consolidation above this level here. Hopefully, we get another big run up, right? So that is fine as long as we're consolidating above this line here. That is a-okay, fine by me. Great in my book. VIX looks like it really wants another low of day, and hopefully she gets it. AMD just not doing well whatsoever, just gave back a lot of its gains. Down back to almost 2% here, sliced through the 50 MA and 21 MA, but bounced back. So hopefully we get a nice recovery here on that one. That was not so good. Tesla still again bull flagging here. By the way, at some point this stops becoming a bull flag, and this is just way too much consolidation, which can bring a drop down. Hopefully does not happen. Apple looks like it's recovering a little bit here. That's always nice, right? So again, we're seeing a lot of consolidation in the market, guys. A lot of this choppiness, So which is fine as long as it's above critical, supports. Hopefully it gives everything a nice little push up here to start moving again. Netflix again, same thing. So looks like the market is just digesting, for a minute here. So that's fine here. Things are not so bad. Banks kind of doing okay here, not too bad. Retailers, retailers starting to go back green. That's very nice. Non-durables, same situation. Aerospace here. Aerospace doing pretty well. Airlines doing okay. Real estate doing okay. Baba doing decent since we've last seen it at least. Energy starting to go up a little bit. You do not want to see that. That is not good for tech. Transportation a little bit okay. Industrials doing fine. I really hope to see again the industrials is a decent size, not very big, but a decent size of the SPY are industrials. So hopefully we can see a recovery here from waste management. Uh, what else? Wow, crypto just beasting. Yesterday, Ethereum was up 12%. Now it's almost up another 7%. Gotta love to see that. I'm long Ethereum. I have in my long wallet, I think, I don't know, I think 15 coins, right? So not a big amount, but still, decent size. Angelique along Ethereum. Yeah, I know. I think we bought a few long positions together, me and you. Very early on in the spot, and when we first started Discord, wasn't a lot of people, but I think we were both longing Ethereum, and yeah, we bought together. Yeah, exactly. And I think we all made some nice money on that. So hopefully you make even some more money. All right, so wow, SPY up very well here, very nicely here, almost are about to go green. That's nice. So our call here turned from very red to kind of green, so that's nice. I'm gonna keep a very close eye on that, though. I don't want to see something that's green turn red. So if I start feeling things are not going so well for the SPY, I'll probably just get out. That being said, though, I think the market will take a little while here, a little breather. So unless anyone has any questions or there's anything you guys would like to know, we'll probably end the chat here. I would request, please, if you possibly can, please like the video. It really does help a lot when you guys do that. We're growing very slowly, but we are growing. And when you guys do the like thing, it really does help. So if you already have, thank you very much. If you haven't, please consider taking a few seconds to do that. Of course, subscribe if you guys haven't. And as always, thank you very, 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 very much for joining me today and giving me your time. And I'll see you in the Discord. We're jump right away to the Discord right now. We're gonna continue here. Anything I buy and sell, of course, will be posted in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, the link is in the description. But till then, thank you so much for joining me, guys. And yeah, see you tomorrow.